I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? God time, we don't never waste. We don't never waste.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Rocky Top Sports Talk. This is your boy, Coach Rice. On this episode, we're going to talk about, hey, it's here, baby. Game one. Let's go. Syracuse, you're on the clock. So you better get ready for a tail whooping because these boys in orange, which I guess both teams are in orange, but the real orange is going to show everybody there ain't no disrespected Tennessee because we always there, and it's go time. So with that being said, I'm bring my boy Joey Blankenship on, and we're gonna get this show started. What's up, boss man?
What's going on, Coach?
Oh, not much. Hey, we were talking about before the show, bro. How pumped are you?
Oh, extremely, extremely. I'm going to the game with my
Yes.
brother and a friend of ours, and we were talking about this morning at church. We can't wait.
Yes.
It's going to be some trouble in Atlanta. That's all I'm going to
Yes.
say.
Yes. I mean, I am so freaking pumped. I'm just ready for the just waking up Saturday morning and getting the Tennessee routine going, getting the
Yes,
Rocky
sir.
Top blaring. You know how it is. I mean, it's every Saturday morning, especially that first Saturday, and you're it's just the vibes are high. This week in West Tennessee at least it's supposed to be like low 80s, high 70s majority of the week. You talking about fall football weather. We had high school football season start off this week.
Yes, sir.
Dude, the vibes are high around here. I know same for you, Joey, because
Yes,
you're gonna
sir.
be at the game,
Yes,
which
sir.
I'm jealous of that. So, you watch any football yesterday?
I did. I watched a little. I was not impressed for the most part.
Yeah,
With the two that I did watch, but um, you know, we were kind of talking about it pre-show. I don't understand going to a different country. We were
yeah,
talking about whatever, and then you have to play in the conditions that that country has, and it just
it's tough.
yeah, it's tough. But thankfully, our weather is going to be good in
Yeah,
Atlanta, being inside and playing in that type of atmosphere. So I'm hype about it, bro.
yeah, I am too. Hey, just real quick, shout out Juice Man. What's up, boss?
What's up,
He's
brother?
one of my buddies on Twitter. He's in the chat all the time with me. In Twitter chat. So appreciate you coming on the show, watching. But hey, I'm right there with you. I don't get why they go to Northern Ireland and play those games. I know it's all about that,
Gotta
but
be.
at some point, like those football players couldn't have enjoyed that. I mean, the
No
field
way.
was awful conditions, the weather conditions were awful. I mean, that's what you're going to get in Ireland every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get the entertainment value of it because I mean it's not good football. The field looked pathetic,
It looked terrible.
and you could tell it was affecting the players in the first half. Like
Absolutely.
the first half was so slow, and it didn't really pick up till after halftime, and it finally stopped raining. But I watched a little bit of the Kansas UNLV game. Fresno State game, and I watched a little bit of the UNLV game and the Idaho State game. Really, that was probably the best game of the day
Yeah, for sure.
as far as competitive back and forth goes. Dan Mullen in his first year at UNLV, so that was interesting to watch. Offensively, they did some positive things. They got transfers, Alex Orji and Calandria from Virginia and Orji from Michigan, both
Yeah.
dual quarterback system there, and their defense looked like trash though, so they definitely got some work to get done there. But hey, it's like we said at the very beginning, football is here, baby. Let's
Yes, sir.
go, Tennessee. Hey, all y'all in the chat. hashtag LFG. Let's freaking go, man.
Yeah.
It's football time. Hey, Joe, you're gonna see me all freaking I'll be cheesing the whole
Yeah,
episode because I'm just
absolutely.
freaking pumped.
It's finally here.
So yeah. Sam, what's up, brother? Glad to have you back on with us. GBO, we're so close. You dang right we are. Casey, Tennessee ranked lower than both of those teams. Wish we crushed. Yeah, you dang right we will.
Yeah.
But I will. I put it in the chat, in that Twitter chat. I said you gotta give a little bit of credit. I mean, slack to both of those teams because that field was awful,
Yeah, it
and the
was.
conditions were bad. So, but I agree. I think the way those two teams played, I think both teams would get trounced by Tennessee. Just the athletic ability that Tennessee has would take over in both of those games.
Yep.
Maybe a bowl game. I don't know. I could see Tennessee, if we win 9-10 games, could end up facing both of those teams, depending on how they do in the new Big 12. So, hey, real quick, what's your thing you're most excited for going into this week? I mean, we know it's Saturday, man. But what do you like to do, Joey, leading up into that Saturday, man? Like anything just to get you pumped, like hype videos.
I'll probably watch 100 hype videos
Yeah.
between now and Saturday, and then it's always fun to be around fellow Tennessee fans, and so
Yeah.
being with my little brother's probably just as big a fan of Tennessee as I am, if not more. And then my other buddy Matthew, who is a recent Tennessee fan, I think he was a closet Tennessee fan his whole life, but he was an Alabama fan. He thought growing up, and somebody got him tickets to a Tennessee Alabama game several years ago, and he went. And he was just like, "All right, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different." Well, he went to Memphis and started talking about Memphis and all this and Memphis this and Memphis that. Well, he went to a Tennessee game with me and a few other friends a couple years ago, and he ain't looked back since.
Hey, I love it.
We're gonna have a great time talking about all that. But yeah, just watching videos, keeping up. I'm kind of anxious. I want to see our official depth chart come out this week, see where everybody's at. I feel like we probably have a good idea of most of it, but there are still a couple questions that I think need to be answered for sure. Between the center position, what it's going to look like at corner, who's officially going to start there, safety, what there's a few positions I'm excited about, and then I want to hear Matthews, Staley, and Brazel. Like I want to hear those three names together, and I want to see. I hope they all three catch a touchdown Saturday. I don't know, dog. I'm over the top excited. Fixing to be crazy in Atlanta. That's all I know.
Hey, dude. I mean, you got to turn up enough for me, man. Because
for sure.
It's. I mean, me and you've been to the same games together. We haven't gone together, but we've been to the same games together.
Yeah.
We know the atmospheres. When we talk about it after, but like this. Tennessee playing in Atlanta, which there has its negatives. Don't get me wrong. At Tennessee, I wish we were playing Syracuse and Neyland and all that. But it's just the start of the season. We play 11, so we ain't got to wait all day. So I love that. I know actually as players they love that too. That a lot of people there's this negative, I guess, perception that players hate morning games. You ask any player other than like a big game like Alabama or something like that, they'd rather play at 11 or noon because they get the rest of the day to rest, do the things that they like to do, but and not have a late night. But majority of the football players, I can go ahead and tell you, they're pumped that it's 11 o'clock game. They ain't got to wait all day. They get to get on that field and get going. Because that's the biggest thing. The waiting until a night game, it kills the anxiety builds up in you.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm all week. I'm be like, I think I've laid out 5 different Tennessee shirts that I'm gonna wear to school this week.
Every day.
And then like I've already told my students like Friday when they walk in them, I have Rocky Top blaring,
Yep.
and that like they know the vibe. So
Absolutely.
I'm ready to get going, and so that's just my it's every year thing. Have we just say bad years of Dooley Fooly and cornbread, we can forget
Yeah.
about those. But I was still we could have had the worst tape, but I was still been as hyped as ever going into that first week of the season,
Yep.
motivated. So, dude, I'm looking forward to a good show. Hopefully, we got some guys come on. I know it takes a little bit get the show rolling. I know we got Casey in here. You got Sam in here. Juice was in here earlier. I don't know if Juice is still in here. He said he was working or something. I think he text in the group chat on Twitter, but maybe he'll be able to hop on later. So, what's something you want to kind of start the show off with, like something you want to see in this game that you kind of like that no one's really going to be thinking about, but something that you want to see in this game. And we're going to do a full breakdown prediction later in our main keys to the game. But something I'm just asking Joey something that like maybe not really anybody's talked about, but something he may want to see in this game coming up.
Man, honestly, I want to see dominance in every aspect of
Yeah,
the game. Like everybody's expecting, and you can tell by us being ranked 24 or whatever we
yeah,
are. Nobody's expecting us to come in and dominate. I've read negative comments about Aguilar and all kind of stuff. Dude, I hope we come in and we dominate every position, every play. I hope our offensive line just I don't know, man. I hope that we run for 500 yards. I hope we throw for 500 yards, and I hope we set the
yeah,
nation, just stir it up because I don't want to just barely squeak by field goal in the last second. I don't. I want to dominate, man. I believe we can. I believe we have
yeah,
the tools and the weapons to do so. I want to see the wheel to go out there and just take over the game.
yeah.
That's what I want.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm kind of on the same boat. My biggest thing is, and that no one's talking about because I mean everybody's going to talk about the star guys, the guys like he wants quarterback,
Hmm.
but it's like you're giving more of a general term. You want overall dominance. My overall term, and I'm kind of on the same boat with you, is just consistency. Like
Sure.
I don't want inconsistent offensive line play. Great play, couple drives where we have good drives, but then we have a drive supremely stalled because we have a couple holding penalties or giving up a sack
Yeah.
or something just very negative. And I'm talking about really across all fronts. I want
Hmm.
consistency from every group. And I know it's early in season. You're going to have those early season mistakes because the old saying is you most improve from game one to game two. But just the expected consistency you
Right.
should have for a team going into week one that has the talent, but there's just a lot of unproven questions
Right.
on this Tennessee roster. So I think both of those two are good things that you would want to see as a fan that really not a lot of people are kind of talking about because it's all about this or that individual position. And we're as we get into talking about the depth charts, we're going to go talk about Syracuse depth chart. We're going to talk about Tennessee's expected depth chart that especially me and Joey kind of think is going to lay it out. We got both of them kind of pulled up, and we'll break those down
Yeah.
as we get the guys on the show. Guys, I'm going to put the link in the show, link in the chat or comment chat here in just a little bit. Me and Joe's going to talk a little bit longer, and then we'll get y'all on the show. And we'll talk about the game and the preview it all together. So Syracuse, before we look at the depth chart, kind of tell me what your front thoughts are about Syracuse, Joey.
Uh, I don't think they're bad by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think they're um, somebody like we would expect. I say that us as Tennessee fans, we expect to roll over everybody,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're a team that we can take lightly by any
No.
means. They got a pretty good quarterback that just got announced last week as well. I'm expecting them to compete. I'm expecting them to be pretty good. I think they'll do the little things right, and I don't think they'll shoot themselves in the foot. I think if we're gonna dominate them, we're gonna have to literally do it on our own without the help of them.
Yeah.
I I'm not overly impressed, but I'm not like not impressed at the same time. I'm
Yeah.
kind of midway with them. I think they could have the potential. I mean, what I think they went 9-4 last year, something like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
They have the potential.
Lost a
They
lot off that team though.
they did. I like their coach. I think
Yeah.
he the way he talks a good game.
Mhm.
I now one of their defenders is running his mouth, and I think that's
Yeah.
probably a bad thing to do. Because all it takes is a little bit for some of these Tennessee guys to get going. So
Yeah. No
uh,
doubt.
I'm looking forward. Like I say, I want us to dominate. I say I want us to just run all over them, and I hope we do. But I hope we earn it. I hope they don't give it to us. But I expect that at the same time. Like I
Yeah.
expect them to come in and compete, which I love.
I do too. Yep. Yeah, and I'm right there with you. I mean, I want a competitive game. I mean, competitive and then ended up blowing them out is.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a game where there's that excitement there, and it's not like, especially the first game. You say I didn't like really last year where he played UT Chat first game of
Hmm.
the year, I think, and it was expected blowout. There really wasn't much excitement. I like that first game of the year to have some type of intensity in it.
Yeah.
And this is perfect. I think it's like I wish NC State would have been our first game last year, and then UT Chat would have been
Yeah.
second, because the anticipation is so there for that first game of the season, and then you can play a legit competitive opponent from a
Right.
power P4 conference. It just adds different intensity to the game. And I agree with you. I mean, I love Fran Brown, the head coach at Syracuse.
Yeah.
He came from Georgia a couple years ago. Obviously got the knowledge of the game. He comes from a great coaching tree. He's he's got that team to, like Joey said last year, 9-4, got to a bowl game, had a top end quarterback that got draft or got is in the NFL, I think, somewhere on some roster. But and then they had several of their guys. They had a couple guys get drafted, but then they had
Yep.
several guys transfer for more money or just graduated. So they've lost a lot from that 9-4 team. I will say, I know
They
Trevor
have.
Pena was their top wide receiver. I can't remember where he transferred, but he got a bag and transferred somewhere else. Um, we're going to talk about that too, Casey, here in a little later on the show before we end the show. But yeah, we're definitely going to talk about the 9-game SEC schedule and how that affects it. It'll probably be after our predictions and everything before we wrap up the show. So, but thanks for asking. But yeah, Syracuse is not going to be no pushover. They're
No.
well coached. They're competitive. They're a Power 4 team. Now, I'm not saying Tennessee's not going to go out there and beat them by 28. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Right. Right.
they're a Power 4 conference team. They got top end guys all over the field. So it's not, we got to go in. We can't go in there and sleepwalk. Is what main thing I'm saying. So
Yep.
like UT Chat, like last year, we could have played walk-ons and still beat UT Chat. It's just a different type of level of game. And that first game of the season, you never know how a team's going to react if adversity hits. You say Tennessee gets out there. I gotta find some wood. Gets out there and turns the ball over first drive,
Right.
and something negative happens. Uh, Hopefully it won't, but you never know how a team's going to react until some adversity hits. So hopefully we'll see how, because no matter what, every game at some point there's some adversity. I tell my guys that, and for those junior high guys, it's you have to preach it to them, because no matter what, there's going to be some adversity, and it's how they react to it is how your season's going to be defined.
That's right.
So it's the same way with Tennessee. I mean, they got leaders, they got great leadership, they got on both sides of the ball. It's how they're going to react to that when that happens. So, I mean, Joey, what do you think if something was to happen, like turnover first drive of the series? I mean, are you in the same boat as me, thinking they'd react good? I mean,
Yeah. I don't think it'll be a problem. I think that they'll stand behind whoever. Last year, Samson had a little fumble thing there for a few games, and it was kind of weird. And we just picked back up and took off where we left. So I don't think that'll harm us as much. And I'll tell you another thing I like about playing a quality team this early. We played Georgia.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's coming. It'll be here before we know it. And I like having this competition under our belt and kind of giving us a look at where we stand. Now again, we're I feel like I say this every time we record. Tennessee is a very toxic fan base.
Yeah,
we are over the top, bro.
mm-hmm.
And I think we would all sit here and say the same thing about what we expect to see us dominating, us, put up 100 points, Vols by 50, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want to be realistic about it. And like if we want that to happen, we're going to have to go take it. It's not, and I like that.
Yeah,
I do like that. Now, the whole 1 versus 3 Saturday with Texas versus Ohio State is crazy to me.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I like it.
Oh, I love it.
I like that. I think that's
shows what your team's made out of.
Yeah, right off the bat. So we'll see.
And no matter who loses that game, they're going to still be in the playoff picture, because
because
unless they go, because I mean, it's first game of the season.
Yeah,
obviously, if you win, you got a massive leg up on everybody.
Right.
And if you lose, you just lost to a top 3 ranked team, and as long as you go win the rest of your, I mean, you'll be probably number 2 if they go undefeated. They'll be number 1. I mean, I fully support games like that. I just wish. Is it a home and away, or is it playing at a neutral site? Do you know?
Maybe neutral. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I hate the neutral site stuff.
I hate them too. I wish they had. I get it because it's money, but like you're talking about like supreme money.
Is it in Ohio?
I can't. My daggum thing won't show where it's being played. It says at Ohio State, but it's at Ohio. It says at Ohio Stadium.
Wow.
So, hey, hats off to them for doing a home and home.
Well, this will probably be the only time you ever hear me say this, and until we say it next year if they play a home and home. Go Longhorns.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Casey. I have Texas.
Yeah, I do too. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Okay. Casey said it's a home and away, so yeah, go. I can't do the other thing, but go Horns. It's still like that. But,
always.
But listen, there's only one shade of orange. But
yes, sir.
Hey, I love games like that. I mean, we've beat it into the ground. I think it's good for football, especially early on. And like you said, or both of us said, it kind of shows you what you're made of early on, how your team's going to respond. And I mean, I think this Tennessee Syracuse game is that Texas Ohio State game's same time slot, unfortunately. I think. I mean, there's equal hype as far as being first game of the season. Obviously, there's going to be more people watching the Texas Ohio State game unless you're a Tennessee fan or Syracuse fan. But it's first game of the season. Everybody's got if you're a college football fan, you're flipping through the channels. I mean, it's all day thing. Like me, if Tennessee's not on, there's a commercial, I'm flipping. Like I'm watching football all the
Yep.
time. I'm not watching no commercials.
Yep.
There's some type of football game on at all points. So
Absolutely.
I'm pumped for it. Real quick, Joey, I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and knock out this question from Casey, and then I'll pull up Syracuse depth chart,
All right.
and then we'll get rolling on it. So, what's your thoughts on SEC going to a 9-game SEC schedule?
Well, I hope our commissioner didn't get punked
Yeah,
into making this decision because all other conferences are mad that we don't.
yeah,
Not only that, did it not say we also have to, one of the other 3 games has to be a Power 4 school, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Man, it's tough.
It's tough.
It is. I don't mind it. I don't guess. Uh, I figure our permanent 3 would be Bama, uh, Vanderbilt, and probably Kentucky. I don't know that to be true.
Yeah,
But if it is, I think that's a win for the good guys over here.
yeah,
And it not being a Georgia or a Florida. So anyway, I'm. It's not that I hate it, but it's not that I love it either. I'm kind of all right. We'll do it, but I just hope he didn't make that decision based on these other
what the other
conferences. And well,
conferences?
it's these coaches like Indiana's coach. That he's got the worst.
Same
Uh,
game. Yeah,
yeah, he's got the worst strength of schedule, and wants to talk about all the SEC teams' strength of schedule.
yeah,
Like it don't matter if you're number 1 in our conference or the worst in our conference. Like you have to be a tough team to play in this conference. Period.
yeah,
It don't matter, and it's when we play 8 games, it's more like playing 10.
yeah. True.
So I don't. Again, I don't hate it and I don't love it. So I'm kind of in the middle with it, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I knew it was going to come at some point. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there was any way around it. So you might as well go ahead and do it now while the
Right.
conference is super strong. And I mean, people are going to say the Big Ten, the SEC, Big Ten, SEC, who's strongest.
Yeah.
I mean, the Big Ten has a rightful fight. I mean, they've won the last 2 national championships. But granted, Michigan was cheating in theirs, but
Yes, they were.
um, the whole surrounding of who you're playing, your non-conference schedule, all that. Point blank, the reason why the SEC was hesitant because we play 8 other, 8 other SEC teams,
Right.
and there's no slouches other than Vandy in Mississippi State. But there's been years where Mississippi State has a Dak Prescott and does their thing, or Arkansas has Darren McFadden and Felix Jones and does their thing, and there's going to be years where no matter what, how your schedule is going to lay out, you're going to play 8 tough teams, and then majority of the SEC teams has always played a Power 5, Power 4 team.
Yeah.
Opposite outside of the 8. I mean, I think that was already a rule, and then your other 3 were normally scrubs outside of Florida last year, where I don't know what they were thinking when they were playing Miami, USF, and another top tier team. I can't remember who the other team was, maybe UCF or something.
Yeah.
But
They
I don't
messed
know if
up.
they're trying to say we're the best of Florida and play all the Florida teams or something. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I knew this was going to come. It's just a matter of when,
Right.
because of money wise. And I think the playoffs, even though I think at some point the Big Ten, the SEC is just going to have their own playoff,
Yeah.
and bow out from the NCAA, which that's a whole nother story that we could spend an hour talking about. But I knew this was going to come as long as SEC and Big Ten are still in the NCAA, because it shuts the other 3 conferences up. You're going to obviously get more money from playing another conference game, and so I think at the end of the day, as long as those pods whoever your three conference opponents are level around. I mean, like us, we better not be playing Alabama and Georgia every year in
Be tough.
Vanderbilt. Like that better not be the case. I highly doubt that'd be the case. I think it's either going to be Alabama, Vandy, and Kentucky, or Alabama, Vandy, and Florida. I think those would be the three or two options that Tennessee would have. Which, if that's the case, I guess I'm fine with both of them. I think we're on the same level as Florida, and we're catching up with Bama every week. I mean, every year. So it's a step, like I said, that I knew was going to happen. So, but that's I hope that answers it for you, Casey. Real quick, I'm gonna pull up the Syracuse scouting report and their depth chart, and we'll talk about that for a second, and then we're gonna get y'all, Sam, you and Casey on, and we'll talk about it. Real quick, obviously, this game is going to be a game of the transfer QBs. Obviously, y'all know as well as I do. Steve Angeli was a quarterback Tennessee was going after at one point in the transfer portal. What's your thoughts on facing this guy? I mean, obviously, he came from Notre Dame. He had plus film that, several of us. I really liked him. I was hoping we would get him when he was the name getting floated around. But what's your thoughts on Angeli, Joey?
I think he's going to be good. I think that he'll hit his receivers. I think he'll be smart with the football. He proved that when he came in for Notre Dame last year and did what he had to do. So I expect him to be probably their brightest spot.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I would say is he'll probably be their most competitive and successful person Saturday. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm worried about him, but I expect him to be good. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he's going to be very game manager esque. He's Kyle McCord that was there last year kind of came onto the spotlight transferring from Ohio State and really did a lot more than people originally was going to give him credit for when he first came in, and he did a lot of positive things for them as far as being very accurate with football, getting the ball out on time, and in their system spreading the ball out. So the Collins guy that transferred from LSU, several people thought he was going to be a starting quarterback. I mean, they really thought he's a more of a dual threat.
Yeah.
Guy that I can imagine we'll see him in the game at some point, whether it be a short yardage situation, or just a package for him to kind of keep us off balance and not mixing it up. So that's their quarterback situation. Running back, Yassine Willis was their true freshman last season that kind of played sparingly. Appeared in 11 games. Their starting running back, Allen Jr. is gone, so Willis is featured to be their starting running back. Redshirt senior Will Nixon will also get a good bit of playing time. He's recovering from surgery, so looking at more of a two running back set there. The X receiver, which would be the wide receiver to the left side, Daryl Gill was among one of their breakout players last year. He's expected to be a big contributor, a guy that taking up the slack for Pena that, like I said, transferred from them this offseason. The Z receiver, which would be the opposite receiver on the wide side, on the right side, the X would be on the left. The Z receiver, Justin Ross Simmons, another senior guy. They expect a big season from him. So two big play wide receivers on the outside that Angelic could throw as trusted targets. Emmanuel Ross, another guy, a redshirt freshman that they're looking at. There's the big one.
Yeah.
Dante Cook. I'm sure you've read some articles, Joey, about him.
Yeah.
He's a former Texas 5-star wide receiver. Texas was expecting big things out of him. Just never could really.
Yeah.
Something just wasn't right there. He was off field problems, on field different reasons. The reason why it didn't work out there. Transferred to Washington for a hiccup, and then transferred out. It was just during the spring, and then he transferred to Syracuse.
Yeah.
So their big play guy, Fran Brown's gone on and on about him this fall. Guy, if I know y'all probably remember this, but the guy at NC State last year that's not Texas A&M, Concepcion,
Yeah.
a guy that we're probably going to be looking at same type player that they're going to try to get the ball to quick and in space.
Yeah, he can
Offensive
move.
line wise, Alabama transfer, Bertrand, that's who they're looking at starting at left tackle. Florida State transfer, TJ Ferguson at left guard. Looks like he's got some health issues, but a little bit of playing time. Center position, looks like some dude named Collins. I don't have his first name here for some reason. They didn't put it in the article, but says he'll start at center in place of the injured Mark Petrie. Right guard, Zach Rice, North Carolina transfer. So looks like a lot of transfer. Right tackle, Cam Pringle. Cam Pringle's actually a guy, Joey, that Tennessee was in on in recruiting.
Yep.
So
I remember that.
Yeah, that's a guy that so a lot of transfers, a lot of moving parts there. Honestly, Tennessee's D line, I think they're going to eat no matter who they go against on the other side. So I like the advantage there we have from D line to offense line. A lot of moving guys. They got guys that's played elsewhere, but they transferred for a reason. So
right, absolutely.
So I like our advantage there. So let's go ahead and talk about their defense, and then I'm going to get Sam and Casey on. Defensive end, David Reese, California. I mean, this is what you see in the transfer portal area. I mean, Joe, ain't that right? Every position.
Every single one of their positions has said transfer.
Yeah.
Except the running back, because they had a true freshman.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe a wide receiver. Defensive tackle. I don't know why they're not putting their names, but Jobity has kept all of his defense. Oh, that's the defensive line coach. Deion Wilson is a guy that they can see looking at defensive tackle. George Rooks Jr., Boston College transfer. Guys, point of note, and I'm sure Sam's going to have some stats for us. Their D-line and running game defense was bottom third in the nation last year.
It was.
And with our strength of running the ball and our offensive line running backs, I can very much see NC State 2.0 last year, where we just ran the ball for 250 plus yards against NC State, doing the same thing against Syracuse. Linebacker, Gary Bryant III. Some of y'all may not realize this, but a guy that Tennessee was heavily recruiting when he was coming out of high school at linebacker, transferred in from South Dakota. I'm pretty sure he transferred to South Dakota from somewhere else. Before that, cornerbacks, their top 3 are locked up. Freshman Demetrius Samuel, Georgia transfer Chris Peel, and Davion Kerr will start at nickel for them. So, guys, lot of, and then last position duo of Deuce Chestnut and Devin Grant. They'll be most likely the starters at safety. But either way, guys, their defense is not very, been productive elsewhere. I mean,
Right.
outside of maybe Bryant at South Dakota, they don't have a lot of proven talent there. Wouldn't you agree?
I absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Though
I think Tennessee's gonna run the boat on them. Let's
even the
get
wording from offense to defense and the explanations of who it was totally different. So
yeah,
doesn't
I
look
agree.
good for them.
Yeah, I think the defense and the offense will the athleticism on both sides of the ball is going to be very evident. Obviously, like we said, D1 Power Five ACC conference team that's got talent, but I just don't think they're going to have the power and the athleticism that could take on a Tennessee team that's got depth out the
Agreed.
squad, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I just don't think their offensive line or defensive line, for that matter, is going to be able to hold up against us. What's up, Sam? What's up, Casey?
What's up, guys?
What are you guys up to?
Oh, just being pumped and ready for some Tennessee football. What y'all's thoughts on Syracuse? Sam, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so they're completely one-dimensional on offense.
Yeah,
Had the stat pulled up. Yeah, they rushed for 97.6 yards per game last year, which was good for 126th in the nation. Um,
Yeah.
and that's not facing any sort of defensive unit like they will face with Tennessee. So, I mean, you're going to have a quarterback in the backfield that's basically knows has to throw his way to victory. And with their new build offensive line, I know some of the Syracuse guys have noted how big some of their guys are. Well,
Yeah.
big's not always good if you got guys that can get around them. So I expect probably 4 to 5 sacks easily in this game. And then I'm also expecting a couple picks because I think they'll start to get overwhelmed and do too much, especially if we can get rolling offensively early.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think starting early on, they get that momentum going, and have them on their heels on the offensive line because you got guys like Joshua Josephs, Caleb Herring, Jordan Ross, Jackson Moy and company getting after them. I think it's going to change their perception about what they're going to be able to do offensively. Casey, what's your thoughts on Syracuse, buddy?
I think we're gonna sun them. To be honest, I think you should be hammering that Tennessee money line. Well, not even money line, just the spread.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I agree.
So-
I think overall you think about the different ways we're going to be able to line up defensively, whether it be guys at linebacker bringing in. Like I think Edwin Spillman in this game is going to be a monster. I think he's going to probably end up with a sack or two, just because I think we're going to catch their offensive line off guard with several different looks, whether it be stunts and twists, and bringing a linebacker from the edge. I really like our advantage there. On the opposite side of the ball, Sam, you got something? Anything you want to add to Syracuse as far as their defense goes?
Yeah, so they lost their top 3 sack getters from last year's team for a defensive line that was around 100 in their PFF grades. So they weren't good to begin with. And I just was looking it up. They allowed 150 rush yards per game. So with a team like Tennessee, I fully expect 250 rush yards in this game, if not 300. And because I don't think Joey Aguilar will have to do much other than handle the run game, get those tight ends in, and then But not to say, I think they might try to do some. I think they might try to take some shots in this game just to, because they have to have heard all this stuff in the offseason of just
Yeah.
the doubt, and I think Heupel's going to want to make a statement. And I'm like I said the last show, I really wouldn't be surprised if they hammer a deep shot within the first couple plays,
Yeah.
just to say, screw everyone, here we go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think
Right.
Mike's going to go vertical on them? Because I have a hard time seeing them have someone that can keep up with his athleticism.
Yeah, I could see it being Mike Matthews being the guy. Like for one, he's the healthiest of the three, and he's practiced the most, so he's got the best chemistry with Aguilar. I think Josh Heupel's had something brewing, and he's at first, like Sam said, I think spot on. I think first play, if not, first couple plays, if not the first play, you're going to see Mike Matthews on a deep shot.
Yeah.
In some type of scheme to where either he's crossing the middle on a deep post or on the outside. I definitely see that happening.
You think Heupel wants to make a statement like "Remember me, remember us"?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, especially after the Ohio State game. I think that's total, and it's not just a statement from him. It's hey, I can do this thing with any quarterback.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll be the first play. I think they'll gash a run for 7 or 8 and have Aguilar on that ball within 5 seconds.
Oh, that
And
template.
bring the tempo. Yeah, I think they'll want to say, all right, we can still do this 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
But I found something else out the other day. Well, we know Peyton Lewis was fast in track in high school.
Yeah.
He ran a 21.2 200 meter.
Like Jalen Hyatt time.
Jalen Hyatt was 21.14. So you got Jalen Hyatt speed and a 215, 20-pound back.
I think all four of us has been glowing about Peyton Lewis' opportunity this season. I think Deshaun Bishop loved the dude. I think he's going to be a great TB1 this year, and well deserved too. But I think Peyton Lewis, outrushes him by at least 200 yards by the end of the year. I just think his numbers are going to be too real to hide.
You guys remember Darren McFadden? That's who Peyton Lewis reminds me of.
Yeah.
Tall, fat, yes. That's a great comparison right there. I mean, I really do see it because he's tall, but he's got that sprinter speed. I agree with that spot on. All right, so real quick, let's throw this Tennessee depth chart up. I know we all know kind of what Tennessee's depth chart looks like, but what's y'all's thoughts? And because it's pretty much spot on outside of center and guard, I think. This is just a projected depth chart that it has on which I use this website often. I know several people do, as far as getting updated projected depth charts. But what y'all's thought on that depth chart right there, outside of Pendleton probably being at center, and let's see, Pendleton being at center, and who am I missing?
I think Amari will be the backup slot instead of
Jesse Perry. Jesse Perry is who I'm missing.
Yeah, I think Jesse
He's not
Perry's your
on
right
there,
guard.
is he? No, he's not on there. Yeah,
I think this will be the second back. I think John Brame will be the third tight end.
Is it left guard?
I agree. I think center you got Pendleton, Moy be. Is that what you said, Sam? Moy.
Yeah, everything I've heard, they'll put Wyndham Moy left guard. Perry's going to be right guard, and I would anticipate Pendleton at center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got the most experience. I mean, him and Mo played roughly 1,250 snaps last year,
Yeah,
and didn't allow a sack. I think they're going to want someone in there that's had game time experience because Satterwhite's not had that much.
yeah. Joey, what's your thoughts on it?
Man, I couple. I don't the running back situation. I don't know. I don't know if that's quite how it would look personally. But we'll see. And I agree. I agree with Sam. I think they'll flop the guards and then also put Pendleton at center. So
Yeah,
I agree with all that.
yeah, no doubt. I think yard spot, and then Casey. I think you mentioned Brame as the third tight end. I think you're going to see all four of them. You're going to see some three. I think you're definitely going to see some 13 personnel with some three tight end sets, especially in specific situations. And they probably have specific packages because Ethan Davis is closer to Brame and Van Dorselaer is closer to Kisselman as far as skill sets. So I definitely think that's what you'll see there. Boo, I don't think you'll see it all on offense this week. If at all on defense, we'll kind of talk about that here in a second. Amari Jefferson, I think, is going to be your fourth wide receiver. Him and Travis Smith, I think, could be the next two. And then I kind of I'm curious about what Rad Jackson, why he sat out the scrimmage.
He was sick.
He was sick. Okay, so he'll probably be good to go. So I think you'll see 6 wide receivers on Saturday, and then I personally I think you'll see 4 running backs with Dewanye Morris getting some run as well. What y'all's thoughts on defense?
I think we have an embarrassment of riches.
You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting a piece together this week on the production that was coming back, and then I had another list of 10 players that didn't have any tackles or tackles for loss or very minimal last year, and all 10 of them were blue chip prospects.
Mm.
And then, I didn't even get to the. I mean, I just went with 10 because another 10 players, but I mean. I heard a guy earlier today on another like the Sports Source was talking about, well, we don't have the depth at the defensive line this year. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Where have you been? Have you seen the freshman tackles they brought in?
Yeah.
I mean, those two dudes are so.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Joey, wouldn't you agree that I think Ethan Utley and Isaiah Campbell are well above what most freshman D tackles
Oh yeah.
are?
They would be starting for a lot of teams, and
Yeah.
look how far down who this person has them down the depth chart.
I think honestly both of them are over Nathan Robinson and Jamal Wallace. Like, no offense to them, because I mean I think they're good players. I just think Ethan Utley and Isaiah Campbell probably provide a little bit more oomph.
Coach
Campbell was borderline 5-star.
Oh yeah, I think he ended up as a 5-star. I think, and then Ethan Utley was a high-rated 4-star. I think defensive line, as long as you got Ronnie Gardner there, you're gonna be just fine. Like, no matter who the star power or the guys you have there, they're gonna do what you got to do to be good defensively up front. I do see a couple mistakes here that I know for sure. Like Caleb Beasley's going to be the number 2 safety. Farouk's going to be the opposite, the free safety, opposite of Turntine. I don't think you see Boo much at all Saturday. And I think Jalen McMurray will be the starting nickel with Colton Hood and Ricky Gibson being the 2 outside guys until McCoy comes back. What y'all's thoughts on that? Do y'all agree with that?
I'll say something quick. I really hope Boo Carter returns the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And because Tennessee fans will be like, all right, we need the guy.
I
really hope he does, man. That would That'd be icing on the cake,
yeah.
so to speak. But yeah, that's just something I thought of.
No, I mean I agree. I mean that would be epic. I mean, what would you do, Joey, if Boo ran the first punt back or first kickoff return back?
I'd be interested to see if he had a tattoo on his arm that says "I love my mom."
The big heart.
Yeah, big heart, just pointed at the camera or something like that. Anyway,
Y'all see
no,
what he did for his high school?
yeah, bought him
Yeah.
uniforms.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch.
He didn't even play football there, which is crazy.
Yeah, never played football there. I don't know. I think that's just hometown doing good things for his hometown. So good shout out for him. So
Hey, I heard something. What do you
Go
think
ahead.
about Boo Carter dropping back to safety, using his athleticism there?
He'll play
love
safety
it.
in the NFL. That's the position he'll play, free safety in the
I,
NFL.
I really think you think about guys like Ed Reed or Eric Berry, top tier safeties with supreme athleticism. That's where I think of Boo Carter. I mean, I could see him in the NFL as a slot corner, but I'm with Casey. I think his NFL position is a free safety, using his athleticism and being a center field, and being able to go make plays. So
Tyrann Mathieu.
yeah, Tyrann Mathieu-esque, which he played close. I think he may play more strong safety and played some nickel, but yeah, somewhere that he's around the ball at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Coach, you might know the question better than I do, but Jordan Thomas is retired now, right? Like he's medically retired.
I don't think he medically retired. I think he just did a medical redshirt year, and that's what they were saying on the VolQuest.
Yeah,
that he was going to sit out a year and then come back next year.
But he's out here, right? So that's 2 years where he's not playing.
Yeah. So I don't know. He got hurt like third, fourth game last year. So he still has a COVID year. He's going to be one of the last guys ever to say they have a COVID year. Because I mean, I think after that, everybody's going to be gone. That can say that, but I think he's going to be the last one. Let's see. Let's go back to the depth chart real quick. Special team situation. What's y'all thoughts on the special teams? I think there really ain't been much questions about it because you got everybody coming back. But I think we would all agree we want a more productive, more consistent year out of Max Gilbert.
Yeah, he had that one game where he was off, but he responded well, which was encouraging.
yeah.
So I think second year, I mean, because he was a true freshman, and he looked like one. He looked like he was about 15 out there. But yeah, I think he'll have a good year. I'm not too worried about him or the punter. They do have a newer long snapper.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that goes because that can affect things. But
that's true. Who y'all think's gonna if Boo is it cleared and doing stuff like in game? Who y'all want to see? Because I obviously Jermichael McCoy's not going to be doing it. Who y'all think they're going to put back there returning punts?
I think it'll be Dewanye Morris returning punts, and then Rad Jackson will return the kicks.
Oh, I like that. I know.
Yeah,
Joey
I don't know if they risk that with their receiver room.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. I could see Dewanye Morris doing both.
I put young guys back there.
Yeah. I mean, really, Austin Price says it all the time, though. The last 3 years, they fought fair catched or let it go through the end zone on kickoffs. So, do they try to up their aggressiveness? I don't know. We'll see. But Rad Jackson, I agree, though, with you, Casey. Rad Jackson, if the wide receiver room wasn't so beat up, I would like to see him back there.
Mike did it last year, right, for a few games.
Yeah, Mike did it last year for a few games. I think that was the first way he got on the field, really, to be honest. But I want while we got y'all two in here, and before we start doing our predictions and our keys to the game, what's y'all's two thoughts on the SEC 9-game schedule?
I think the almighty dollar won out. I mean, that's the only real explanation. Yeah, I don't even know what to.
Yeah,
it's just I don't necessarily care. I mean, it probably would have gotten there eventually, regardless. But can we go 6 months without something major changing in college football?
Yeah.
yeah.
Every month it's a new 2018 playoff, 9-game schedule, rotate this, change it. Just give us, I mean,
Be consistent. Yeah,
good God, it's,
no, I agree.
how do you prepare as a coach and an administration and a team when you don't even know what your aim point is?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. What's your thoughts on it, Casey?
I'm pretty hyped, honestly, just because, it's more good football. Just, those cupcake games, I don't have any problem getting up to watch Tennessee, play a cupcake game, I'll watch it of Tennessee, but, to watch Alabama play Alabama A&M or something, I'd much rather them, play Florida.
Yeah.
Much rather watch.
I completely agree. I think you a lot of stuff changes when you're able to add that ninth SEC game as far as money wise and revenue wise for all the schools across the conference, because it was a money thing. I agree with Sam completely. I think at the end of the day, it was you had to playoff wise shut the Big Ten up, and then everything else money wise. I think, like you said, I think the big dollar just won in the end. Joe, all right. So real quick, Joey, let's talk about this game in general, the Syracuse game. And I kind of talked about something we saw at the beginning, or wanted to see at the beginning. You said dominance, I said consistency.
Yep.
What, as far as prediction goes, who do you think is going to just show out? And not really your MVP, but someone that has just come out of nowhere that is going to make a statement in this first game.
Well, honestly, I would love it to be Peyton Lewis.
Peyton Lewis.
Given an opportunity, depending on what they do. According to that depth chart, he's number 3, so I don't know how many carries he would get at number 3. So anyway, I would love to see him just take over. You can't sit on a guy for 2 years with that type of talent, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
So I feel like he could, especially with their defensive line being as trash as it is and our offensive line being as good as it is, I think he could run for 250 by himself if allowed to. So that would be my breakout player.
Yeah,
and I agree with Sam. It's kind of really all Aguilar's going to have to do is just manage the game at this point.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, hit a guy or two and just hand the ball off. So, and again, they may throw the ball a whole lot more. It just depends, I guess. But I would think that Peyton Lewis could be a game changer. No
doubt. Yep. What's your thoughts, Sam? Who you not really the MVP of the game, but you just breakout player that came out of nowhere?
I don't know. Well, I analyze this stuff all the time, so no one's gonna come out of nowhere for me, really. I've heard a lot of hype on Deshaun Brame, so it would be cool to see a guy like that get a couple touchdowns in his first game from Joey Aguilar. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Because with the tight ends that we have, and then Chris Brazzell, I think you have some pretty good threats for in the red zone as far as touchdown threats and then jump ball getters.
Yeah, 50.
But I also remember a catch from Mike Matthews last year in in a mop-up game where he like contorted his body in the end zone, and I'm like, golly, okay, that's where the 5-star comes in.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it's just been so frustrating the last 2 years not having a quarterback that can even get the ball to the guys to let them try to make plays. So
Right.
True.
I just look for consistency across the offense. Get some of the tempo back. Just don't do anything stupid. Hit the stuff. All you have to do is hit the layups.
Yeah.
I mean, man, we missed some. You know, it's just so frustrating. But
yeah, the Alabama Florida games last year, we missed tons of layups where those games could have been blowouts. Casey, who's your guy come out of nowhere that really no one's talked about that you think is going to be a big player on Saturday?
So I think it's going to be Braylon Staley. So I have a buddy who used to work on the team, just doing film and all that, working in the weight room with the guys. He left at the end of last summer before the season, but he was super high on Braylon Staley.
Yeah.
He thought Braylon Staley was better than Mike Matthews. So I think he's my guy. If he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be our leading receiver from a yards and reception standpoint. I think Mike would be the vertical guy, but Braylon will be more the consistent guy, getting more of the targets.
Yeah,
he's another speedster.
Yeah,
he's 21.6 in the 200.
Yeah,
so he's no slouch himself.
Yeah, they both can fly. I think the question never has been talent. No. It's just the health and unproven in SEC big game play is what we haven't seen yet. So the talent, no doubt, and both of those guys are there, and our freshmen. So we'll see where that goes this season. But mine is Jordan Ross, guy come out of nowhere. I think he's gonna. 2 years ago when we played Virginia, first game of the season, James Pierce came out of nowhere, 2.5 sacks that first game. And everybody knew that year, the rest of the year, James Pierce was going to be that dog.
Yeah.
I think I'm calling it right now. Jordan Ross is going to have 2 sacks on Saturday. And the rest of the year, we were like, all right, opposite of Joshua Joseph, Jordan Ross dude is going to be a monster. That's going to be my out of nowhere guy that I think is going to be a big time show up on Saturday. All right, so real quick, let's get into our keys of the game, and then we'll do a score prediction and an MVP, and then we'll call it a night. So, Joey, what's your key to the game? I know you said something really no one's talked about. You said dominance earlier, but overall key, what do you want Tennessee to do to pull out a big W on Saturday?
I'm gonna steal your word of consistency. That would be my key to the game this week. First game of the year. Be consistent. Let's do what we need to do. Let's make the blocks, hit the receivers, hit the holes, make the tackles.
Yeah.
Do the simple stuff right. And I think everything else will take care of itself. But consistency. Nobody wants to wait till the third quarter to score. Yeah. Like we did almost every important game last year. So I'm expecting our defense to be pretty consistent. I think we could be possibly a little bit better than last year. So I'm loving that. And now just as overall key, I would say consistency to take our team to the next level.
Yeah. All right. Casey, what's your key to the game?
I would say the line of scrimmage. you know, that's where games are won and lost in college football. You can have all the skill guys, possibly if you can't block, you can't get the ball to them. So if we're opening up big gaps and, if we're just coming off blocks and getting in the backfield against their offense, I mean, we're just going to be unstoppable, against them. But, if they're actually able to hold up with us in the line of scrimmage, it could be a close game. So I guess that's kind of where I'm thinking. I think that if we're going to blow them out, it's going to be due to our size and athleticism on the offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah. No, and I agree. And Casey, let me tell you from firsthand, It don't change from college to the NFL to Pee Wee ball to junior high. That line of scrimmage is everything because
Yep.
I can tell you firsthand. Win games, you lose games by my offensive line or defensive line. So, all right. So, Sam, what's your key to the game, brother?
Well, I'll just add on that last point. I mean, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes look very, very average when they're getting lit up, and that's any quarterback. So defensive line is always going to be important. If you got a stud defensive line, you can do a lot of things defensively. But I think over the course of the game, we're gonna wear them down and pull away, regardless of. Um, I guess if you were to say over the average, but I really want to see a fast start. I really
Yes.
want to see a fast start. If you get a fast start, your defense can clamp down. You could really start to run away with it. And I think Heupel would leave the main offense in for most of the
I
game, even
agree.
if they were up by a bunch, just to get reps.
Yep.
But even that NC State game that they won by 41, that was a 10-3 game with like 4 minutes left in the second quarter until Will Brooks
Yeah.
took it
Big
back to
switch.
the house. And then
Yeah.
after that, they ran away with it. But if they can get up 10 or 14 in the first quarter, like they used to on teams, this game's going to be a walk in the park, and they can start to almost experiment a little bit offensively and see what they can actually come up with. But
Yeah.
that would be my key. I really want to see them come out fast because that was the most exciting part about those 21 and 22 teams,
Yep.
where they would you're like, it's the first quarter, they're up 28-0. Like, where did that come from?
Absolutely.
After
And,
Jeremy Pruitt, you're like, God Almighty, where was this?
yeah. You stole my thunder, Sam. That I literally had that written down. Start fast, like, and step on their throat when you do it. Like, don't play no games. Come out there, assert your dominance, play consistent football, and end the game quickly because you start fast. We saw it in those 21, 22 years. The games we did that, the teams bowed down to us, like Missouri, South Carolina, Kentucky. They didn't know what to do because we ramped up on them and it was over before the end of the first quarter. So I'm spot on, all three of you. I agree. I think they all three are in the same boat because you can't win without the trenches, can't win without consistency, and you can win without starting fast, but it looks a whole lot better, and you really in the opposite team's confidence and in the game quickly by starting fast. And it just looks better, and it helps your momentum. So I agree with all those. So let's go around real quick. Your score prediction and your MVP, and then we'll wrap it up. I tell you what, Sam, you go first with this, and then me and Joey will finish the show. Once y'all get done, y'all go ahead and leave. But always, we appreciate y'all for joining the show.
Absolutely.
Hey, go out real quick. Go out and tell like your coworkers or whatever. Come join the show with us, man. We'd love to have them. All the chat. If join the chat. I know we're trying to grow this show, so more the merrier. As me and Joey said earlier, we just love talking to Tennessee fans. So if y'all get a chance, share it out. Let everybody know. Hey, every Sunday night or Saturday night, whenever we can find some time to go live, we'd love to have them on. So, Sam, go ahead and give me your score prediction and your MVP for the game.
So I think if we can limit any big mistakes, we're looking at 55-10. We've beaten the last three ACC opponents by over 30 points a game, and I don't think this is going to be any different. I think this team's gone through a long off season. They're ready to make a statement, and they got the guys on both sides of the ball to make it happen. And I will give my MVP to Mike Matthews. I think he wants to make a statement. Lance Hurd wants to make a statement. They got some guys with some chips on their shoulder from that team last year, so I want to see Mike Matthews ball out and shut up all the negavalls out there.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah.
Peace.
Well, hey, we appreciate you, brother, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming on.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you next weekend. And hey, go Vols, bro.
Go Vols, baby.
All right. See you, brother. All right, Casey, man. What give me your final score and your MVP for the game, brother.
First of all, I want to say I appreciate you guys letting me on and all that. It's a good time, and you guys do have the best Tennessee content out of any.
Appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate that for sure.
I've been spreading it around when I can. Talk to some of my buddies about it, just because you don't have that many collaborative Tennessee channels that invite their subscribers on and all of that. So that really is appreciated. And then score, I think it'll be 42-10 to the good guys. I think that we'll run all over them. I guess I don't really want to give the MVP to one single person. I think it'll be the offensive line, but I think Deshaun Bishop will lead us in rushing.
I love that. Yeah.
I think it'll be utter domination. I think it'll be one. I'll be at the game, but it's one that if I was watching it, at home, like I wouldn't be stressing and yelling at the TV over. I think it's gonna be pretty quick and easy.
Yeah. No. I spot on. I completely agree, brother.
Yep.
Hey, well, I appreciate your compliments, bro. And
yeah, man.
I know me and you talk all the time on the Twitter. So we appreciate you for coming on the show and joining us, Brett, man. And go Vols.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, dudes.
Yeah, man.
All right, Joe, man. You're on the stage, brother. Tell me you're gonna be there Saturday.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I really want to say 49-0.
Hey, no,
I
ain't
want
got nothing to lose.
But I'll say 49-10. That's where I was at too. And unless they have something miracle on the offense that none of us are just expecting, Anyway, I think 49-10, and my hope for this is that Aguilar is our MVP. That's I think if anybody has a chip on their shoulder, it's my guy Aguilar. Like, dude was overlooked just because Nico, I'm gonna overthrow you. Was coming to UCLA. I don't know if that has been trademarked, but it's mine. If nobody else has said that. So anyway, I think Aguilar is going to show. I read something today. Made me. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I got mad. I got so mad from Rogers, that used to be the quarterback at Vandy. Did you see what he said?
Yeah.
He said
I did.
He was talking about the easy throws that should be easy on quarterbacks. It looked hard for him to make them. Dude, that flew all over me. Something about Vandy quarterbacks and their dumb takes on football.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really think Aguilar. I hope Heupel. I hope he don't do the same stuff that he would do with Nico and just play baby football. Open it up, dude. Let's go get it. Force them to stop you, which they're not going to do. So I'm gonna say 49-10, and Aguilar is my MVP.
Yeah, that's spot on. I think score wise, that's pretty much close to what I got. I think I got 56-17. With that couple of late scores being garbage time.
Yeah.
So I think Aguilar's going to have a good day. I think I told you, and I'm going to go ahead and go with it. I said a lot of people are going to be, especially the national media, is going to be riding the Aguilar boat after this game, because I think he's going to go plus 275 passing.
Yeah.
3 overall touchdowns, 2 passing, 1 rushing, 1 passing touchdown to Miles Kitselman, and 1 passing touchdown to Mike Matthews, deep shot. And I think we get a pick 6 as well. Let's go. I'm gonna go someone random. I'm gonna go Arian Carter getting a pick 6.
Any of them. Let's just toss it up. It don't matter.
I'm gonna go Arian Carter with a pick 6.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be utter dominance. Like I said, I don't think the game's going to be close in the end. May start off. I hope we start fast, like me and Sam said. But if we start off kind of filling it out, get the ball going, and let's run up the score and show everybody across the nation that Tennessee's not to be slept on.
Yes, sir.
And the respect will be there. So y'all have my MVP. I forgot my MVP. I'm gonna go Joshua Joseph. I'm gonna say he's gonna have 2 sacks and a strip sack fumble.
That's 4 sacks, a pick 6, and a strip fumble. You're calling for it.
Y'all gotta realize I'm an offensive guy, but this defense, I would not sleep on this defense.
No, not at all. Here's my hot take. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Here's my hot take. Here we go. Right. So I'm going to say opening play, 75-yard touchdown, Deshaun Bishop or whoever, don't matter, whoever the starting running back is. Just like we did against Georgia a couple years ago. I'm calling it. Yep, I'm calling it.
Yeah. All right. I love the first call take. I love it. My first call take is going to be a 12-yard run for Deshaun Bishop, and then the next play is going to be a screen and go. Mike Matthews deep shot down the sideline.
Let's go.
Hasta la vista.
Yeah.
So hey, y'all have real quick. Got to throw the all the YouTube stuff out there and Twitter stuff and Facebook. Y'all, please share this out. We love y'all, ball fans. We love talking to anything football, baseball, basketball. Get the word out there. Rocky Top Sports Talk. We're trying to grow this thing. I know we don't get to go live or do as many videos as some of these other channels, but we're committed to doing this channel and keep putting content out there for the community, the Tennessee Vol community, and we appreciate each and every one of our subscribers, and we thank y'all for everything y'all do as far as liking and subscribing and getting it out there. As always, though, God bless. Go Vols. Represent the Power T. Go Big and Orange. Y'all have a great day.
I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? God time, we don't never waste. We don't never